In this lesson, we are going to learn how to interpret line graphs. What is a line graph? You've probably seen one before. It looks like this. A line graph shows us the relationship between two different variables. In this case, it shows us the amount of money Grayson has in his savings account each month. The variables are the amount of money and the month. To interpret a line graph means to understand the information that the line graph contains. So for example, if we want to find out how much money Grayson had in July, we look at the point on the graph for July. That's this one. And we can see that he had $300. Or maybe we want to know what month he had exactly $700 in his savings. Well, this time we try to find points at $700. Find $700 on the vertical axis and look for points that are straight across. The only month where that's true is October. Let's see what other kinds of questions we can answer from this graph. Did Grayson's savings account balance increase or decrease between June and August? Now we need to look at two different points. We need to look at how much he had in June compared to August. Let's highlight those 2 points. Well, we can see that the amount in his savings account in August is much lower than the amount in June, so his balance decreased. How much more money did Grayson have in his savings account in December than in August? Again, we need to look at 2 points. This time, the points for December and August. In December, he had $300, and in August, he only had $100. To find the difference, we subtract. 300 minus 100 is 200, so Grayson had $200 more in December than in August. Let's look at a slightly different graph. This time, we have 2 lines. We're looking at toy sales showing the number of building block sets and dolls sold each month from January to August. The key shows that the building block sets are in blue and the dolls are in green. Let's see what we can find. Were more block sets or dolls sold in January? What information do we need to answer this? We need to know how many of each toy was sold in January. That's these 2 points here. That's 6,000 block sets and 7,000 dolls. So more dolls were sold in January. How many more building block sets than dolls were sold in May? Let's look at the month of May. How many block sets were sold? 9,000. How many dolls were sold? 6,000. If I want to find how many more block sets than dolls were sold, what do I need to do? That's right, subtract. 9,000 minus 6,000 equals 3,000. Let's answer one more question. In total, how many dolls were sold in April and May? What information do we need to look for this time? That's right, we need the number of dolls sold in both April and May. Since the dolls are on the green line, we only need to focus on that one. In April, 8,000 dolls were sold, and in May, 6,000 dolls. Since we want the total, this time we add those values together. 8,000 plus 6,000 equals 14,000. That's 14,000 dolls sold in April and May. We can get so much information from line graphs. Now you're ready to try some on your own. Keep practicing.